Hey there, fellow bakers. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Vintage Story Frostlands, episode 80. So many pies. We're getting a whole bunch of pie slices. There's a giant stack of satiating food. We'll make keeping myself fed for the Res Archive and possibly beyond, depending on how far we stretch the food. I'm also probably going to want crock pots with regular bowl meals that I can use like during the sailing part of the journey. I don't need to be relying on the pies when inventory space is not a problem. Essentially, the idea is that when you're in the Residence Archive, you want a lot of inventory space so that you can do a lot of looting. So you want all of your food to be like in one big stack. So you don't need like 5 different bowls of food taking up a bunch of slots. So this whole idea is that I'm trying to compress all of the food that I will need into one stack so that I have a lot more room for looting. Because likely what I'll have to do is like go into the Res Archive, loot, fill my inventory, come back out, go back in, fill my inventory, come back out. And the more slots that I have free, the less annoying that process becomes. And as you can see, slices stack pretty high. So, 'tis nice. Must say, very convenient to have a pit of water here. Now, if I do want meat pies to satisfy my meat satiety, I am going to need to do some hunting. And I'll poll about that in a minute. Should I go hunting for red meat or meat pies? If no, I'll do a different priority task. So I'm going to do 20 doughs worth of regular pies, and then I can do... if you want me to hunt for meat, I'll try to do 20 for meat pies as well. It's probably an excessive amount of food, but if I have a clay vessel on my boat, it's like not likely to waste. So I'm not too worried about spoilage. Is it too cold to cook? It doesn't say... Oh no, it's not. Okay. I think what I'll do, because I have daylight right now, it's 9 in the morning, is I'm gonna... it looks like you guys want me to hunt for meat, for the meat pies. So I'm gonna pause the turnip pies after I cook this raw one, because raw pies don't last long, and go hunting using the daylight that I have. Plus, the wood oven's getting cold enough that soon I'm not going to be able to cook in there anyway. So let's see. Where have I... So we have deer here. Lamb. Sheep, rather. Boars. I'll just recheck all of the locations that I've marked down in the past around me. There's often some boars or hogs, or whatever, boars, pigs, near the building materials trader. Okay. That part of the food prep's done. 28. Not bad. Current priority is hunt for red meat. To that end, might be a good time to bring out the bow. Ooh. No, my charcoal's not going to have levels be that low. I'll use the bow if I absolutely have to. I'd prefer not to. Mostly because the arrows are kind of annoying to retrieve compared to just using the steel forks to slash. I'm definitely feeling slower. My character, that is. With the second piece of armor. Full sprint doesn't feel all that fast anymore. I don't see anything. So this is where I set a giant forest fire and flattened out the area for hunting. Oh, we have carcasses that got stuck and died or got hunted. When I set the forest on fire, the peat that was here burned, but the peat underwater got left alone. Because it's really rare to hear running water in nature that wasn't part of a waterfall in a mountain system. So I was wondering why there was running water over there. Now I know. My character's interference. Well, this area seems devoid of game. I'll probably just run, concentric circles around my base looking for game. I've seen some boars recently, like last stream, but I can't place exactly where they were. I hear chicken, but I'm after red meat. Because, chicken pies and meat pies are not going to stack. And I just want one type. If I thought I could, hunt enough chickens to have a giant stack of chicken pies, I would. But, the chickens aren't going to yield enough meat. In fact, half the chickens I kill probably wouldn't even give me any meat. Just because it's winter and they are also starving. Oh, there's a deer. Really? You run at me? It's ballsy. Wait. Oh, there you are. I know I left my spear behind. Down it goes. Six. I don't want the antlers. I was here for meat, not being a big game hunter or anything like that. So I have 10 total. That's enough for 2 pies. I don't necessarily need the same amount of, oh, a bunch of mature turnips. And the bees that I marked before. I don't really need the same amount of, meat pies as, veggie pies. Because I'm gonna eat more than my satiety will allow anyway. Or to explain better. Oh, is that a boar? I'm gonna fill up my satiety meter so I can just fill my satiety meter with the veggie pies and then add. Oh, my arrow broke. Add in the meat pies when I need the extra meat satiety. I wish the ding of making a connection, if there was a similar audible noise for like your arrow broke. I think, oh shoot, I think Minecraft had like I haven't played Minecraft in like half a decade, but I think Minecraft had a mechanic like that, if I'm not mistaken. This is where the horsetail is. I guess I'll heal. I did hurt myself. Technically speaking, if I want to heal efficiently, taking off my helmet and my pants before healing would be smarter. It's kind of hard to do like in the middle of battle, unless you use like equipment macros, which I'm not going to do. But for non-combat situations like right now, where nothing's attacking me, it would make sense. The breaking noise of the second arrow impact, I think, was the kill. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I don't use a bow often enough to pay attention to that kind of stuff, to be honest. Although, not strictly hunting. Figure I'm eventually going to want horsetail. It's not a terrible idea to get it while I'm standing here. And then if I do have a bunch of hides of all the same type, the other thing I can do with them is to make more leather so I can accommodate multiple saddlebags. How many total saddlebags can an elk use? Is it one or is it more than... is it two? One on each side? I forget. But you guys probably know. Only one uses both sides? Okay. So it was saddlebags. There's a spot for a crock pot. Is this horsetail floating? No. There's a spot for a lantern. So I don't need a ton more leather for the saddle bags. I almost have enough. It costs what, like 23? And I have 20. So the one batch of leather that I have going on right now probably will yield enough to be able to manufacture it, I think, or craft it, I think. I know this isn't hunting. Alright, I'll get back to hunting with my daylight hours. did have a previous marker of deer up this way. Definitely chicken. Oh! Will you look at that? I'll take flint. We were hunting for flint for so much. Oh, wow. Yeah, I see deer in there. Freaking out. Because they're trapped. That's where I'm headed next. So I have 37. I should be up to 41. 1? You gave me 1? This isn't worth it. Why are you so stingy? Alright, forget that. Like, wow, that is a vertical shaft if I've ever seen one. What died down there? Chicken, I think? Oh, we got some exposed copper. Oh my god. Whole crazed group of them. Excuse me? No, no, don't go in the hole. Oh, you're just a little one. Oh well. Meat's meat. No, Bambi wasn't the... You're thinking of Bambi... Oh yeah, I guess that could have been Bambi. Whatever, I'm heartless. Oh, great, I trolled myself. It is... 4 p.m., almost 4 p.m. See what other, what other game I can muster up before I lose daylight. Not gonna bother with that pelt. We got a wolf. I don't like leave him alive. Oh man, that was almost perfect. I like how it ran away from me. It's like, you're going the wrong way if you wanted to fight. I think it was so far that it didn't immediately engage me. Wolfie! There's another one. Is that the same one? That was embarrassing. Oh, yeah, there's more. Where are you going? What are you doing? This is mostly for their hides, because obviously they don't give me red meat. They give me bush meat. I'll take bushmeat, because bushmeat is still a good way to fill up my protein satiety before I travel. It's just bushmeat can't be cooked into meals. It can be salted, though, but I don't have salt. Right, I'm not lying. I think bushmeat can be salted. Cured... bushmeat, yeah, okay. It can be salted. Alright, I'm circling back towards the base. I also managed to pick up 5 turnips on the way out here. There was a lot of other, like, almost mature grain that I just left alone. I figure maybe future me will appreciate it if I run out of grain. That I can harvest some, like, fully mature wild grain. Not that I'll ever find it again, but... oh, I guess you're being eaten too. Is this a meteorite hole? What is that? Quartz? No, not a meteorite hole. For a short hunting trip, this hasn't been too bad. Like, I've gotten some game. Ooh, got it on the 3rd try. That's a fox. Yeah, I guess I'll go this way anyway, because I need to head back to the base. Realistically, hunting foxes would be smart, because foxes are reducing the rabbits in the area. So I'm competing with them for game. But, like, I don't know. I just don't like hunting foxes. Look at that beautiful tower up there. Someone put a lot of thought and care into the construction of that tower, didn't they? The Tarkov skills are still there? You know, it's funny, because in this game, like, I almost never use a bow. So I wouldn't say that I'm good at it. Where'd my other arrow go? And the reason I don't use a bow is I really don't like fetching arrows. Like, I hate it. And there is no arrowhead mold. So there's no way to, like, mass produce arrows. Oh, I picked it up. Cool. And also because I'm in winter, the arrows, like, go under the snow pretty regularly. Meaning that even if you do want to fetch it, sometimes the arrows are just not visible. So for all of those reasons, and that, and of course, accuracy, ranged accuracy tanks when you wear armor. So my ranged accuracy is down. Nope, bow torn. Speaking of bows. My ranged accuracy's taken a big hit from just the armor that and the charge speed too. Dog treats. Okay, will do. Just a sec. I don't like getting bullied by Bowtorn in my own backyard, so gotta kill him. I think the one of the latest updates changed their skinning hitbox, which is much appreciated. It used to be actually kind of annoying to skin the Bowtorn, but not any longer. And I have noticed, so thank goodness for that. Now let's get these pies made up. Mentioned the shiver hitbox got adjusted. I think maybe they adjusted both. The shivers were also kind of annoying to skin, but not anywhere as bad as Bowtorn as far as I was concerned. So I assume they fixed the new mobs hitboxes in general, but I don't know. Either way, it seemed easier to skin those guys. Because before you had to, like, aim at their groin only, and every other spot was, not valid. So I have enough for 4 meat pies? That's pretty good. Oh, hold on. 5 meat pies. I forgot I have a stack of 4 meat back in the vessel down here. And my protein satiety is maxed out right now because the things I'm eating have protein in them. They were meat and turnip stews. Question, well, I'll pull you in a minute. Not gonna pull just yet. Let's go ahead and just make a whole bunch of cooked bush meat. Otherwise it's going to spoil, and I have no use for the spoil. Now you can left click across your inventory with the bowl. No need to place it on the ground anymore. I did read about that. I haven't actually physically done that. So maybe the next time I take a meal from the crock, I'll do that. That's probably as a result of all of the new locations added in to the game. And also the fact that your elk can hold a crock pot. Mix those two factors and yeah. It does make sense to me. Alright, so we got our game hunting done. I like how the firewood's hot. It's like, what? I didn't... What? Alright, Oh, yeah, I don't have borax. Where are my eggs for the chicken farm? Have you seen the price of chicken eggs? I just sell them. I don't eat them. Do I look like a billionaire to you? Sheesh. This guy. Get a load of his wealth. You eat eggs? My goodness. I think I'm gonna make some oiled large hides, just so that if I need replacement for clothing, I've got it. And let's get back to stew making, or pie making. Cheers! That's heated. And I'll make meat pies. That is a lot of frickin' satiety. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Probably Zomboy could learn a thing or two about meat satiety. Zing! I thought I had powdered borax. I did. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll just grind up the rest. But there we go. Second batch of leather. And these soaked hides are ready to be scraped. And then weak tanned. I know I'm like working on 50. Oh god. No, still park pick. Good. I know I'm working on a bunch of things at once. So I'm all over the place. I apologize. Do I need to close the pie? Nope. I'm sort of choosing not to. Just because I don't need that much... Well, I do need a lot of grain satiety, but I'd rather just have open pies. Come on. So each slice is almost 900 protein satiety. Oh, good God. Oh, because it's adding 2 meat at once. I understand. Yeah, gonna get meat sweats. So I need actually 2 more meat to fill this meat pie. So I'll have to hunt 2 more, or 4 more meat? I need to do a little more hunting in the morning. While I wait for that, let's go back to turniping. Borax is probably done. I don't have to listen to that anymore. $31 borax, so another enough for a wash and a half. Not bad. What should my next priority be? If you want me to continue cooking, I can continue cooking. Prepare food for the journey. If you want me to pivot and do something else, that's up to you. So, feel free to vote. I think pulling build a second furnace off of the options might make sense at this point, though. Not that I actually physically have done that, just because I don't see need for a second furnace at this point, because our current batch is probably... I wouldn't say it's almost done, but it's like done enough that by the time we get a second furnace, yeah, it's over halfway done. And I'll need to add black coal to it. Alright. That was taken care of. Am I planning on doing honey sulfur bandages? If I found sulfur, I could leave it to pulling, I guess. I just haven't found sulfur. But I could go hunt for it. Alright, I think this is where my quest for pies are going to end. I don't want to overdo it. Maybe I'm already past that point. But I'd rather have more food than starve. Come on. Be baked. Be baked. So once I run out of flour. And maybe what I'll do is the last pie I make here is going to be for me now. It's going to be a pie I eat to reward myself for all of my hard work food prepping. So as you can see, it stacks up to 32, which is kind of a lot of food. Do I have more turnips? I don't. I'll have to go fetch some from base below. Can we reasonably expect to see the archive today? No. I don't think so. Or actually, guaranteed no. Because I would need 2 more batches of steel, and a batch of steel takes a while. So I would need to complete the current batch and then make another batch on top of that. Can I get turnips before that burns? So to better answer your question, my chat voted that I make steel armor for the Resonance Archive and not iron armor. I did fudge it a little bit and made iron helmet, because you only get hit in the head like 10% of the time. But for the rest of my gear, I'm due for steel armor. And as a result of that, the steel when you make a full batch of steel, you get 16 steel ingots out of it, which can be formed into 8 chains. I have 1 extra chain, so I have 9 chains, but the chest piece requires, I think, 11. So I'm gonna need a whole extra set of another run of steel in the refractory furnace for the chest piece. And even then, I do see a situation where I make the helmet anyway. I'll leave that up to you. Future you. So this one I wanted to be fancy. For personal use. So you can add dough to the top, and then you can use a knife to make it fancy-like. So I've made it fancy-like for me to eat prior to the journey. Is this game open-ended? There is not a win condition. There is a storyline, but not all of the components of the storyline are even in the game yet. Yeah, a nice pie lattice. I just wanted to flex my pie making skills, obviously. Before I'm pushing daisies. When the oven's too cold, it will tell me. It'll say, reheat the oven to continue baking. It's not cooking quickly, though. Okay, I'm impatient, so. We'll heat it up the quick way. So I have 4 more prep meals to cook and then my own personal pie. And then it looks like you guys want me to improve the boat for the journey. Got it. So in terms of the boat for the journey, tutorial, boat making. We would want to add rat lines, which is a lot of coil of rope, which is a lot of cattail. A lot of cattail. And then we're going to want chests in order to... and bring some of the empty storage vessels that we're not using. Probably 1 storage vessel is enough food supply for the boat. And then we might also want to hammer out, well, actually, technically I could do a brass lantern right now. I know we were using the brass for, torch holders, but I think I'm just going to make a brass lantern right now for the boat. So that I don't feel compelled to make another, another batch of brass. Because it looks like there's a lot of wind power at the moment, so it shouldn't be too hard to turn that into a plate and turn the plate into a lantern and put the lantern on the boat. Thank you for tuning in to Vintage Story Frostlands, which originally streamed live on Twitch February 6th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow Seraphs.